Hello, welcome to my channel, 1K Freedom. My name is Richard, and this is my website. I have been building it a little bit at a time. It's called 1kfreedom.com, very original name. And I don't have any articles yet, but I do have a whole bunch of resources and links. I don't know if you've watched my intro video or not, but or you can watch the little video in the corner that's playing right now where I had much shorter hair back then. These are sort of the 5 pillars of my approach to my life, and what I think are maybe important categories that a person who's trying to improve his or her own life would want to work on, especially if you're trying to live abroad. And so personal finance, language and travel, learn a skill, physical appearance and health, mental game. Mental games probably the most important actually. But under personal finance, if you wanted to learn about stocks or dividend investing, I have a bunch of links, things that I found. There's no ads on my website. It's not completed yet, but I would like to buy a place for where I could live. It doesn't need to be huge, but I'd like it to be somewhere central to where I kind of wander around in, And the reason for that is just, it's kind of painful carrying winter clothing and summer clothing and spring, dressed in layers, I get it, but still dragging around a bunch of crap with me all the time, every time I start my yearly adventure. I usually travel for 6 to 8 months at a time. And so it'd be nice to have a place where not only could I just pack lighter, but also just a place to crash. Because maybe YouTubers make it seem like it's such an adventure all the time, but sometimes it gets a little bit boring, constantly being on the road, not every day some wild adventure, and it gets, I get a little bored sometimes. So it'd be nice to have a place where it could be like, I'm gonna go home, crash for 2, 3, 4 weeks, figure out my plans for my next trip, and yet not have to go all the way back to America, if that makes any sense, from a traveling perspective. So anyway, enough about that. The purpose of the video today, though, is related to real estate because it's about a place to live. So while I was watching these cost of living videos about the Philippines, I came across this gentleman called Expensive E. That's his YouTube channel name. And he made a video a few months ago called $36 monthly rental in the province. Could you live there? And I got hooked right away from the very first episode. Basically, he rented a house in the province, somewhere, one of the provinces, and he's going through the process of renovating it and bringing it up to a standard of living that he wants. And so he's got about 9 or 10 videos now in this series. I think he's almost done. And it's cool though, because every episode he's talking about, his vision, what's he planning on doing, how much it's costing him to do this work. And he's paying it out of, I think he's on Social Security, if I recall correctly. And he's just paying it out of his Social Security. So sometimes he has money, he does some upgrades, makes a video. So he says he doesn't have money, he doesn't make an upgrade, and there's no video. Because I'm not constantly refreshing, but I'm like, where's your next update? Because it's so interesting. Because he seems like a really down-to-earth type of person. He's got great vision, like I said. His videos are very informative. He shows you a lot of stuff. He takes you to the hardware stores. He gives you the detail. Because a lot of times, sometimes YouTubers just kind of ramble. They give you one piece of detail. Or even worse, they'll do a 20-minute video to give you one nugget, but they're trying to get you to watch all 20 minutes so that they can get more YouTube viewing time, right? It's just a game, which is terrible. But his stuff is pretty packed. There's no wastage, I don't think. So anyway, but the coolest thing, well, not the coolest thing, is just he's got a really good voice. His voice, he could probably do voiceover work, okay? I know it sounds like I have a little bit of a man crush. There's some people out there, or some YouTubers, their voices are annoying. My voice is probably annoying to you, and you just want to punch that person. I just wanted to point out that this channel exists. I think it's definitely interesting. I think it's definitely worth watching. If you have any interest in living in the Philippines and you like real estate, or you want to buy a place someday, you want to know how much it costs to do upgrades or something like that. And also if you're on a budget, because he did a video the other day about living on $600 a month. But I don't think he included medical insurance or those types of things. But if you were like $1,000 budget, let's say kind of a tighter budget, but you could find a place like his and do some upgrades, then you would have extra money each month that you save on the rent to cover things like medical insurance or other types of things. And, excuse me, he also goes around and shows you other other homes in the area that you could also rent for like less than $100 a month. So you could do something similar. And I don't want to say too much more than that because it's his channel and I want to respect his content, you know. But anyway, he didn't ask me to make this video. I'm just doing it because I'm like fascinated by what he's up to. So that's about it. If you get a chance, drop a like, please, subscribe. I feel so cheesy asking, but I guess that's what everybody does, I guess. So I'll do that too. Anyway, be well. Take care. Bye.